Like it or not, this past year has put us all in a serious state of self-reflection. Fortunately, we have been able to get outside. Today and each week at this time, Jane Andrews explores how observing nature helps us deal with the things that happen in our lives. This is A Walk in the Park.
Okay, stay with me. There is a point to this. 30-some years ago, I was hired as a sales manager of a company. The sales team I was responsible for was a disgruntled mess. For some reason, I was given a completely unattainable sales goal for the team. Feeling rather set up to fail, I decided to ignore the goal and pay attention to the sales team instead, by simply giving them the option to think differently. The results were incredible. My happy staff blew every goal out of the water and set up sales records for the company. Then, the owners put pressure on management and swiftly hired someone to replace me. When I inquired why, I was treated as if I had failed at my job. I knew it wasn't true, but nothing made any sense. It didn't matter what I said or what I proved. It had all been decided. Ironically, my doctor also informed me that I was being scheduled for cancer surgery. No job, no insurance. With my office now packed up in my car, I realized that there was no place I needed to be. Meetings and decisions did not involve me anymore, and what was left were my feelings and no idea what to do with them. I was in denial. I had bargained. I was angry, and I saw depression lurking ahead. In these stages of grief, I drove directly to the ocean, the rock-bound coast. Barefoot, I climbed the weather-beaten rocks until I came to a nook protected from the wind and warmed from the sun. Feeling completely powerless over my situation, my senses were opened to nature surrounding me. The last thing I expected to do was to fall asleep. But in those few hours, I came away with something I remember to this day. No matter what was going on that changed my life, those waves were still crashing on that shore, those seagulls were still soaring above, and that tide pool beside me was still a world unto itself. I never forgot that. It turned out that I was hired by that company to be a placeholder during a transfer of ownership. I was temporary and disposable. Though that company soon folded, it was nature that had the power to remind me of where I really stand in this world. And in that moment, there was hope.
You've been listening to A Walk in the Park, a weekly broadcast by Jane Andrews, brought to you by Wild Birds Unlimited on Route 2 in Warwick.